Hey everybody, so the name of this episode is Can I Write a Song in 30 Minutes? And I found out that the answer is no, I can't do that in a way that I can really share with you in any meaningful way. But what I started off trying to do in this podcast is very different than what ended up happening. So my idea was simple. It was basically I wanted to... I'm trying to find different ways of like sharing the process of creating music with people. So my idea was I'm going to sit down with a guitar, hit record. I'm going to come up with chords. I'm going to come up with a melody, and I'm going to basically write a song like I would normally do from scratch. There wasn't anything I was starting from. I mean, I had some vague ideas of maybe some chords I was going to use, and I wanted to just kind of see if I could do something really quickly and put it together and have it be like recorded, and so you could sort of follow this process. And I did that. I actually spent I had 20 or 25 minutes of me fumbling and rambling on with chords and singing little weird melodies and trying to find something that felt right. And that's fine. I sort of found kind of something. And then what happened was I was just, it's not really that interesting to listen to. So honestly, it's just kind of just super weird and drawn out, and that's just what my process is. So that's hard to share. I'm more of sharing the experience of what this whole thing was about right now. So after about 20 minutes or so, it didn't make a very good podcast really, and I was very unsure about what I was actually creating. I did actually stumble into something that I really loved. I found a melody, and I found these chords that really supported it, and I found a couple different sections. And what I realized is that my interest and my excitement over creating a song and creating something something new for my band is a lot more than creating a compelling podcast. So what I ended up doing was I kind of just dove into this song for the next 3 days or so, and I basically kind of finished it out. I wrote lyrics for it. I put down sample drums. I wrote a bass part, a couple different guitar parts over the top of it, and it's I kind of realized that my process is a very messy, circling back on itself kind of creative process, and it's really hard to bring anybody into that without it sort of just making no sense at all. But anyway, this is what I came up with. I'm gonna play this, and then I'll talk about a little bit more about it afterwards. So here we go. Hidden things and secret strings all tangled in the dark. Tiger tails and paper trails escaping to the park. I know it could be better. I know I'm never home. Don't you know I never wanna upset you? Baby, don't you know I knew you before I met you? Yeah, things are gonna get easier someday. I know it's hard to believe when there's always rain. On the beach in the island sun, float up above till the day is done. You can laugh at me because I let you. Baby, don't you know I knew you before I met you? So anyway, that's where I'm at with this song. I'm super excited about it. It came out as this sort of lyrically, it seems like it's kind of about me and my partner, and the struggles that we've gone through, and optimism. It's about optimism, and yeah, I'm super stoked about this. I feel like this whole process has been really interesting for me, just because I'm still very much committed to wanting to find a way to share more of the process. I mean, what I've learned is, sort of trying to share it, I've been learning a lot, which is sort of, it's this really weird, tangled, muddled process, and then usually it's sort of me just fumbling around, which is I think, which is the first part of this podcast, is me basically just fumbling around. And then, like, sort of at some point, lightning strikes. Like, it sort of has to, because it's not just about putting things in their places and trying to construct something. It's like something has to just sort of click and sort of come out of nowhere. And it really did when I put, I just sort of like push things around, push chords around, push melodies around, and all of a sudden something will jump out and it will be like, whoa, wait, that really is a chorus melody, or that's a really beautiful bit of a lyric, or that's something. And then I'll kind of fill in the gaps around that, you know what I mean? And that's totally what's happened. And I'm not really able to narrate that process because it's a sort of a fast moving, all-consuming process. I've just been doing this. I mean, I've probably spent, I'm like doing other stuff as well. I'm working, and but I probably spent, I would say, like 6 hours on this since I started the podcast. Yeah, I know I've said this before, and this is really a thing with me, because I every time I write something, it's usually because I have this sort of like lightning striking kind of moment, and I feel like, wow, this really is the best thing I've ever written. So anyway, guys, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for being here. And yeah, I'll be excited to share other versions and further evolutions of this song and other stuff coming up. So, all right, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.